All right. So hopefully we're live. Let's check the feedback. Sounds low. Sounds okay. Okay, sounds okay. All right, we have no one with us right now. Well, hopefully that's gonna change. It says two people are watching, but I don't. Somebody is watching. All right, let's go. So let's share. Let me share my Discord. So present, share, Discord, share. Wait. Okay. So it should be sharing. Let me see that it's sharing. It's gonna be a delay, and there's it. There's the share. Pretty good. All right. All right. So let's see if we can find people to debate us. Well, let's go first. I guess this is like messages or something. This is like my personal space. This guy. Are you don't what? Hi. I don't know. So, hello there, man. The Bible says most people will end up in hell for eternity. How do you know you aren't going there? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I am going to hell. Who knows? All right, so this is where we were last time. Let's go to another server this time. Stormcloud. I don't know what that's about. Main lobby. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be anybody here. On the level. Oh, maybe these guys are still up. How can you tell? Agents. No, there's no one here. So this server is like dead? There's no one on the server anymore? It's like a dead server? Really strange. Really strange. I don't know. Flat Earth. Okay, live stream. A lot of rooms, but okay, only one active room. Halsey server. I don't know what's going on. JFG server. I don't think they have people on the server here. Atheism is also a dead server. That's my server. That's a dead server. Modern day debate. These guys don't allow recording. Open debate stage. Should abortion be illegal? Sounds boring. Religion, voice chat. I don't know. Let's see.
Dakota has that. Its urban hubs offer all amenities you are looking for, along with a friendly smile. I doubt North Dakota has friendly smiles because they're all racist. There's lasting memories and adventure to be found in North Dakota. That's a lie.
Giant
So
buffalo
many
statue.
unique and affordable destinations. See, everything's affordable because North Dakota just is stupid.
Go North Dakota.
See, North Dakota sucks.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just came in. Does anybody want to debate me on anything?
I'll debate you on my North Dakota sucks.
We're debating North and South Dakota, which is better.
Currently, yes.
South
Oh.
Dakota's better.
I see
North
the
Dakota
name. the name of this chat is religion voice chat. So
Yes.
This is
Check
reli-
up here. Yes,
I think-
this is the
There's a
religion
debate going
between
on right now.
Dakota.
Mr.
oh, there's
This
a real
is
debate.
super religious, though.
Over there
the-
in
the
the
debate
in the
we're
other
having.
chat, in the stage debate. If you go over there, everybody's over there right now.
Yeah, but they're talking about abortion.
Oh, you can't talk.
What do
in
you
there, but-
want to talk about, Mr. Slave?
I mean, the name of this chat.
You know, I'm sure all those North Dakotans would love to have
You
you
have
as
a
their
religion
slave
question?
because they're all racist towards Indians.
Mr.
All right.
Slave,
Yeah.
41, you got a religion question?
She's even calling you a
Yes.
slave already.
Yes, I would claim that everything is a religion. The-
Okay.
What?
yes, everything is a
Everything
What
is
about
religion.
my
religion.
ceiling fan?
Everything is a religion. A worldview. Everybody has a worldview. We're
It's not a
guessing
world.
at
No,
it. I agree
religion.
with that.
No, but
All world
that's
views
not a
are
religion.
religious.
A worldview is not a religion. I mean, what is a religion?
You just said everything is a religion. Wait, what?
For me, it's a worldview. Like how you what do you
Right.
think is real?
So, but that's not a religion. I mean, a religion is like Christianity is a religion. Islam is a religion.
Well, what is okay? Give a definition of a religion.
Exactly. So, what's the definition? So, after anyway, my definition of a religion, since everything is a religion, it's going to be very difficult.
Well, you just said a worldview isn't a religion, so
Right. A worldview
But-
is
but-
not.
You're arguing with
you're
yourself.
saying everything is a religion, so I'm confused
religion-
already.
I would say a religion is when two people or more agree on something. That becomes a religion. So if two
Okay,
people,
so-
for example, I'll give you the craziest example. If two people agree that 1 + 1 = 2, that's a religion.
What?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
Well, wait. So you said a
I'm fine.
worldview isn't a religion. So if
You're
me and
fine with
Batman
that?
say it is, does it become one?
It doesn't have to be a worldview. It could be anything. If two people agree on
Well-
anything, it's a religion.
No, you said something wasn't a religion, right? And so
Worldviews.
yeah. So if me
So,
and Batman
you know why
both
this
say that
logic
it
sucks?
is,
You know why this
Then-
logic sucks? Because we're not all tax exempt.
True, true. This is a way for us all to get tax exemption.
So basically, the argument is really taxation is theft.
boom.
That was the next premise.
Okay, wait. What if? Okay, I'm just curious about this.
Okay.
What if two people agree that, let's say, I don't know, my ceiling fan is a religion, but then two people agree that my ceiling fan isn't a religion? Would they both be correct religions?
If two people agree on anything, that's a religion. You actually, there's no reason to agree with anyone on anything, except for it's a
Oy.
religion. Because nothing in this
Huh?
universe, you could say that there's no reason to agree with anyone on anything. Nothing, it's like nothing in this universe is clear enough to be agreed on, to be true. If two people agree that something is true, that's a religion, because nothing is true. There is no truth, right? You agree that there is no absolute truth, right? Well,
Disagree.
mean,
Oh,
I
you
would
disagree.
disagree.
Okay, so you think,
Yeah.
for example, you believe 1 + 1 = 2 is a true statement.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We
That
Okay,
is a
all
true
agree.
statement.
Fine, prove it.
Okay.
Prove that 1 + 1 = 2 is a true statement.
Okay, so you have one object, right? You have a cookie.
But that's one object.
You
It's a
get-
cookie. That's not
You
one.
have another
That's
cookie,
that's
I
not.
have
and
a
then you
better-
put them.
Okay, here, I
Together.
got
That's
a better
only-
one.
that's-
I got a better
you just-
one. I got a better one.
Okay,
I got a
good.
better one. Okay.
Yeah.
Your
Go,
favorite
go.
garbage
I want you to-
example.
I want you to put your hand up to your face.
Okay.
Now I want you to clench your hand into a fist.
Okay.
Lift up your index finger.
Yeah.
Now lift up your middle finger.
Yeah.
How
Good
many
job.
fingers are you holding up?
Okay, but that's 1 finger plus 1 finger = 2 fingers. That's not 1 +
So
1 = 2.
it's true.
Even if I agree, I don't agree that one finger plus one finger is two
Okay,
fingers. But even
okay,
if I
Okay,
agree,
okay, so what do
okay.
you
So
think?
do this.
So you
Take both
disagree?
hands, put them in front of you, and put them into fists.
but
Raise up both index fingers.
but okay, but these are just
How many
fingers.
fingers do you have
But
up?
these are fingers.
How many fingers do you have up?
Let's say I agree that I have two fingers up, but that's not.
Okay, so
No, that's not
it's
one.
true then.
It's not the proof that 1 plus 1 equals 2. That's one
It
finger.
is.
No, you just demonstrated a very specific
What
example.
about before? I guess what about before humanity, or before like any animal? What would 1 plus 1 be?
Well, I would claim that 1 doesn't exist. That the fact that
One
we
does
agree.
exist though.
So my claim is that 1, if we agree that 1 exists, that's a religion. Just by agreeing.
No, no, it's not. Okay, so before humanity existed, right? There were still a certain number of things. Okay,
But if I
so
agree.
let's say there's. Okay, you go ahead.
Okay, so fine. I mean, I can agree with you, but by agreeing, that's a religion. That's
No,
yes.
That's
I
not how
mean, there's
religion
nothing
works.
wrong with religions. Then
There's
a
nothing
lot
wrong
of
with a
people
religion.
agree. So.
There's absolutely
Okay,
nothing
good.
wrong with. There's nothing wrong with any religion. Just understand that everything is a religion. So like, there's no reason to
Or
criticize
wouldn't
Christians.
wouldn't you say it's more reasonable to conclude though that a religion is an agreement on a set of things rather than just one particular thing?
Uh,
Like even Christians, they don't just agree on one thing.
it doesn't matter. I mean,
Okay.
everyone agrees that 1 plus 1 equals 2. But after discussing with me, you now know that 1 plus 1 equals 2 is a completely false statement.
No, okay, let me go back. All right, here. So, before any creature existed, right? There's one star and another star, right?
Even if I agree
So
that's
there
a
would
star,
be
that's not 1.
so
That's
there
1
would be
star.
2 stars then,
Yes, even
right?
if I agree, you're
The
talking about stars.
concept of 2 existed before humanity gave the number 2 a name. Okay,
Symbol.
the number 2 has always been true before religion existed,
But
which means
so,
that
okay, I would claim that like counting from 1 to 10, that's a ritual. You've been indoctrinated into a ritual from a very young age.
how is it a ritual? What?
If you think
So
about
anyway,
it,
about South and North Dakota.
Mr. Slave, if your point is that we shouldn't criticize religion, like you're talking to a religious people here, so
no, that's not
we
my
don't
point.
criticize religion.
That's not my
Okay,
point.
okay.
It's just a
I
benefit.
think he's being genuine.
It's nice to know that everything is a religion. It's nice to know that.
But I
Even
gave
if-
you a point for why everything isn't a religion.
What's not a religion? Give me an example of something that's
Okay,
not.
Well,
a
I mean,
religion.
even
you
your
have 1 star?
proposition, like the terms you're using, wouldn't escape the set that you're proposing, right? So
Correct. So even everything I'm saying is part of a ritual. This is
yeah,
just
so
a ritual. We're just
yeah, so
chickens.
but I mean, do you see how that might be an issue for you if that's the case?
No, it's not an issue. Everything is a religion. Everything is a cult. Everything is a ritual. That's fine.
Yeah, but you've
Okay.
learned that from the cult or religion or ritual from which you're in.
Fine.
So you don't know if it actually applies to it.
Correct. I don't know anything.
Okay,
Everything
so it's self-stultifying.
Correct. Everything is
Okay,
a
so
religion.
that's
Conversation
correct.
over. I mean, you can't make any further. I mean, I agree. I think the critiques are quite valid, right? And I agree with you that putting one object next to another and saying it's 2 does not like actually give an account for two, right? It presupposes two, if anything. Right?
Correct.
I agree with you on that, but then the rest of your view seems like you're a little stuck.
No.
I'm just going to say hello to this person, to Traumaphobe, before they leave again. Coming and
Traumaphobe?
going.
What?
I just saw that they joined a moment ago and they left and they've come back.
Oh.
Having a giggle.
Anyway, I mean, I am a skeptic. I'm an infinite skeptic. I'm an absolute skeptic. So
What the? Are you skeptical about your skepticism?
Of course.
What
And
the?
What's wrong with that? I'm completely skeptical
Huh?
about
What do you mean? What's
everything.
wrong with that? Are you not skeptical that the categories of right and wrong are just made up? Like, what the?
I'm skeptical of everything. I'm skeptical
Mhm.
of being skeptical. What's wrong with that? That's the fact. That
Yeah,
is
but
my
Are
honest.
you skeptical of being skeptical of being skeptical?
Of course, I'm an infinite.
What the?
I'm an infinite skeptic.
What? You're not skeptical about the proposition infinity? What the?
I'm completely skeptical about everything. I'm skeptical that
But
I
you're
exist.
you're in certain categories. Like you're
Even
saying,
when
I'm skeptical about everything, but every time you say that, you keep asserting there's this category of
That's
more
fine.
pussy.
I proceeded by saying I'm an infinite.
What the? That's not a category in philosophy. It's fine. What the?
Philosophy is nonsense, just like everything else.
That's a philosophical statement.
That's fine.
I'm going to need you
It doesn't-
to justify that, sir. What is the criterion for that justification? I'm afraid. I'm going to need a justification criterion, sir.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're just.
I mean, nonsense
philosophy-
presupposes, if we're thinking about things on a binary of opposition, right, that there are things that are not nonsense. But I thought we were supposed to be skeptical and doubt everything, including binaries of opposition.
Yeah, I doubt everything.
So when you say, hey, I can't know anything, but that's still placed on a binary of opposition where one could know something, I'm like saying, shouldn't we doubt even binaries of opposition?
Of course.
But
What's
saying,
wrong?
of course, still presupposes binaries of opposition.
But I'm saying I'm an infinite skeptic. I'm also.
But you're not, because all your propositions, including I'm an infinite skeptic, suppose these binaries.
I
want you to doubt them. I want you to be consistent.
I'm saying I'm an infinite skeptic.
You don't doubt them. Every time when you say I doubt them, that assumes the same binary. I'm asking you to doubt.
I'm saying I'm an infinite.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm an infinite.
An infinite retard.
What?
An infinite skeptic is just kind of basically the same as saying I refuse to reject anything.
It's like saying I'm an infinite stupid, basically.
I wouldn't use the word stupid. That's just derogatory. I'm saying
for the position, not for you. I don't think you're stupid, but like I think this position is
right. The ideology, the thinking itself is flawed.
This position's retarded. Can't even get off the ground. Me don't know anything. Argue with me.
No, this is.
I want a debate.
No, this is the essence of the scientific method. This is the essence.
No, it's not.
What the? You're still believing in essences? I thought you were a skeptic.
There's no contradiction. I'm an infinite skeptic.
Yes, there is. You're appealing to Aristotelian categories, and I thought you were a skeptic. I mean, consistent skeptics like Hume doubted those categories and did so consistently.
I don't know anything about the history of philosophers, so I'm gonna.
The history of skepticism.
I don't know anything about that.
But you're a skeptic.
But everything I arrived at is on my own. I never read any philosophers. So I don't know what anybody said before me. So you can talk about what I said.
Okay, but then you're coming along and acting like these aren't baggage terms. I mean, you've adopted a language, these terms, like you spoke with other people. Like,
yeah, correct. What's wrong with that?
That I don't believe in foundationalism, so I'm allowed to ask those questions about why you're believing in those things and not doubting those things.
I doubt everything. What's wrong with that?
No, you don't.
What don't I doubt?
In saying I doubt everything, it seems that you're affirming certain things that you're not doubting.
It seems, but if you ask me, do I really? I say no, not really. There's always skepticism in me about everything.
No, there's not. You're just a liar, because it's like you're like, I'm not certain about anything except my uncertainty. That's the only thing I'm certain about. I'm not even certain about that, except I keep appealing to.
What's wrong with saying that I'm not certain
There's
about
no such thing.
anything?
Stop appealing to correct, because in your view there is no binary of correct and incorrect.
Fine.
Right? These are just
It's I'm using.
It's not fine.
No, I'm using the English language. It's fine. It's fine. Well, like every word I
It's
would
fine.
use.
It's fine. Like what the?
Every word I would use.
Is that how we debate now? Is it? I'll just say no. It's okay if I do this move.
I mean, what's
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
What's the purpose of this
That's
debate?
like the fine. That's like the fine fallacy, bro. It's fine.
What's the purpose of a debate? Right, debate. Right.
It ain't this. I'll tell you that.
Wait, but what is the purpose of a debate?
To give an argument.
No.
To give an argument, and an argument should be coherent, explanatory, right? And it should.
The purpose. I'll tell you my belief.
A purpose of a debate involves some dialectic, right? Something that's actually going to be put up against
the purpose? You're describing.
And you have to give arguments that are coherent, right? That explain what you're talking about.
What's the purpose? Why get up in the morning and debate? Why get up in the morning and debate? Why do it? Why?
No, that's just presupposing my motives for this debate.
Okay, why would you debate?
Why not?
Meditate.
Why not? On your view, why not?
No, hold on.
Why bother? Who cares? These just what is this shit?
Hold on. Look, this is very important.
Look, I'm trying to make this argument, proposition, conclusion. Why don't you just doubt that? You're a skeptic.
All right, hold on. What's the purpose of a debate?
Hold on.
Okay. What's the topic that you guys are discussing?
This guy's retardation. And whether I'm allowed to say that without him doubting it.
You are not allowed to say
No, he's a skeptic. He doesn't even believe I said that. He's doubting it.
Yeah, I know, but like,
we're not allowed to say.
I didn't say it. I'm skeptical. I even said it.
Okay, well, just don't do it again.
Mental R word?
Can we?
Hang on a minute, Mr. Slade. Do you know that I said it, or you know?
Okay, I mean, you're not really engaging.
Engaging? Why should I engage? What planet? I thought you were a skeptic.
By the way, I'm streaming this on YouTube. Let me just say hi to my followers. Woody Johnson, what's up?
You're supposed.
Yeah, you're
supposed to ask people first.
Sorry, I totally forgot.
You should have. You're not allowed streaming it, bro. Bye.
Okay, well, if they don't give you permission, then you can't. So you either have to shut down your stream.
Time for your stream time, bro.
If anybody objects, then I'll leave.
Yeah, I object.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, goodbye, Mr.
I object to Woody in your chat. I object to Woody in your chat knowing my existence. Bye, Woody.
Wait, did they? How did I leave? I don't know. Anyway, Traumatophobe. Yeah, I heard your name being mentioned. WSG. What is WSG? Oh, he kicked me. Oh. So does that mean I cannot go back? It doesn't matter. It's fine. I mean, he became very belligerent. People don't like, once you take the position of skepticism, people become very belligerent many times. Let me see. Let's continue our search. Woody, do you want to join the server? Do you want to join me? We can talk. Let me see. Is there anybody on this server? Echo Chamber. Anybody on Echo? Washington, D.C. I've never seen anyone on this server. Many rooms, but no one is here. So I don't know what this server is about. Oh, vegans. Vegans are basically the most interesting people to debate. But let's see. Trusted.
Text chat, just typing.
Mr.
It's very easy to obfuscate.
Yeah, you're right.
that's
Just
true.
Zong.
Hello, everyone.
We gotta nail him down.
Yo, we thought we were dead.
Yeah, I had to take a break. I'm streaming on YouTube if you don't mind. If anybody objects, please let me know and I'll kill myself.
Oh.
Gotta talk to my
Hi,
PR
Mr.
person.
Slave.
No.
Hey. Anyway, does anybody want to debate veganism?
It's our
Or
favorite
anything
thing to do
else?
around here.
What?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, Lord.
anti-vegan basically. So does anybody want to debate me?
Wow, you're not just not vegan, but you're
Wow.
anti-vegan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has his views in the description or something. The Google site.
Yeah, I'm anti-vegan. I think veganism is undefined. If anybody wants to
Oh, that's
define it, I'll
that's a woman
disprove it
in a bikini.
mathematically. What?
Undefined mathematically.
You want to define? You want to define veganism?
Oh,
Okay, I have a different proposition. So veganism doesn't claim anything.
Is veganism in the room with you right now?
No, veganism is not.
I can feel it. Yeah.
So veganism, right? Everybody agrees veganism is not a scientific claim. So if something is not a scientific claim, then it's not a claim.
I love this.
Is that how that works?
Everything.
Can I say
crazy.
your
Can you
website?
explain the health benefits of smoking to me?
Excuse me?
Can you explain the health benefits of smoking?
Oh, it's a very long list.
I got time.
All right. So when you smoke, many times you do it with others. It's originally it was a peace offering. When people come together, they smoke, and until today, you see it. People take smoke breaks together. People socialize over smoking. So smoking has a social health benefit, and socializing is extremely healthy as far as I know. That's one benefit. Second benefit.
Socializing in the chemo chair.
Socializing what?
In the chemo chair.
It doesn't matter. I mean, there is a benefit. You could argue the negative effects of smoking, but there are benefits. So you can balance, right? Every coin has two sides. To claim that smoking has no health benefits is a lie. You could say that it has health detriments. We could debate those. I would argue there aren't any, but certainly you agree that you would agree that there are health benefits. So we discussed one. Let's go to the second one.
So wait, you argue that smoking has benefits but no detriment.
Correct.
Correct.
Wait.
Oh, sorry, I didn't listen to any of that. I just asked a preposition off his list and then just deafened and went and did something else. Did you guys enjoy it?
I just need to tell you one thing, Drac. They didn't get all the loot. Look.
What?
Oh
my
Mr.
God, they're
Slave,
actually
Mr.
trolling.
Slave. What's wrong with these people?
Yo, Mr. Slave, your website is nice, but I think it needs more women in bikinis.
I think it needs more men in
Girls in
bikinis.
Is there any?
bikinis.
Wait, is there any new? Is there any new propositions?
I have.
Wait, you have a
Okay.
website? Hold up.
Yeah.
Sites.
Oh, wait.
Google.
What?
Copy this shit.
Wait, Preposition 52 isn't even contested. Von Braun actually ran like NASA's moon program, unironically.
Oh.
And he was a Nazi, unironically. Like that is not even contested, bro. Everyone agrees on that one.
I'm about to die.
If you lose a debate and you don't change your mind, then you're a liar. I don't think that means someone's maybe a lie of omission. Our fear of AI will cause it to evolve into dangerous AI. Probably. That's like kind of like trivially true almost.
All right. Anything you disagree with?
What else? Burning. What's this one? Claim 57. Burning fossil fuels causes the greenification of the earth. The greenification. Let's go.
All right. So let me copy paste it into the chat so my
Yeah,
followers
sure.
can see it. 1 second.
Should I dig up the road chest now, or should I wait?
I'll come back for it with your big ship.
All right.
I'm
So fossil
scared of these
fuels,
ones.
oil, coal, and gas is green energy. Fossil fuel is dead trees.
Yeah, I already read that. That's why I asked.
No, I'm reading it out to myself. I haven't seen this in many months. When we burn when we burn trees, we are recycling their carbon. Wait 1 second. We'll come back to ask yourself being a known terrorist.
That one's funny. There's a few more like that.
Well, which one do you want to discuss?
All of the funny ones.
Okay, decide. Are we doing the fossil fuels?
We can do all of them, bro. Honestly, they're pretty funny.
Okay, I'm going to read out the fossil fuel. So when we burn trees, we are recycling their carbon back into the air from where it came. Not too long ago, less than 500 million years ago, burning fossil fuels causes the greenification of the earth. What do you disagree with? This is just a carbon cycle.
What? I'm just interested. What does the greenification of the earth mean? I haven't heard that word before. Greenification.
I think you can just Google greenification. Just it should come
up.
Oh,
so you're referring to the denotation in that paragraph. Awesome.
I'm referring to.
Do all the paragraphs refer to the denotation? If I'm confused about like the context.
What do you mean denotation? What do you mean by denotation?
What do I mean by denotation?
Which what? I don't understand the word
literal
denotation.
Meaning.
What?
It's like the literal meaning of a word. Like I could look it up in Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah. I use the English language. Yeah.
So, what is greenifying? Because greenification is like the verb of the word greenify.
Well,
to make green, especially by the addition of trees and other plants, to make environmentally friendly.
Let's read from greenification from Wiktionary. So en.wiktionary.org, wiki greenification. It's a whole entry. So retrieved from blah blah. Text is available under Creative Commons. I'm using Brave. I'm sorry.
Same. Let's go.
What is greenification? Greenification. Isn't there a wiki greenification? Greenification. There's so many. And you want to define anyway. Let's just define it ourselves. So greenification is, you just look from space and you see the planet is becoming greener. Basically, more green.
Are you going from a surface area?
So during St. Patrick's Day, when Boston dyed its river green, that would be greenification. Awesome.
No. When you look from space and you see more trees, more biosphere.
Oh, okay.
So if we drench the earth in green acid, is that greenification?
No.
If it's more trees, more life, more biosphere.
Well, is there evidence that it's the case that by burning fossil fuels, we actually increase the amount of trees on Earth?
As far as I know, yes.
Do we have evidence for that?
As far as I know, yes, there is evidence. There is evidence that the Earth has been greenifying lately, has become more green.
I think it's evident that you don't know very far.
Can you show us that evidence?
I'd love to see it.
It's actually not important. I'm not.
No,
claiming...
it's integral to the point.
The evidence just isn't important, everyone. Just shh. Just take his word for it on everything. Shh.
No.
Okay. Well, I guess we lost that proposition. Let's move on to another one. How about COVID? The COVID pandemic never happened. Let's move on to that one.
So I wasn't locked in my apartment for 2 years?
What number is the COVID?
You should know.
What do you mean I should know? Why should I know? I haven't seen this in months. What number is it? Not gonna tell me?
It's on your list of debate propositions.
It's number 20.
Number 20.
20.
Let me copy paste it. All right. All right, so COVID pandemic never happened. No one in the history of the world ever died of COVID. COVID does not have the mechanism to kill a normal human. Of course, anything can kill a dying human. So COVID did not change the average lifespan of humans. All excess deaths, if there were any, were due to government overreaction, panic, and general ineptitude. What do you disagree with?
All humans are dying all the time.
What numbers can you present and what numbers can we present that you would accept?
What's a normal human versus dying human?
No,
What
no,
does
just
that
for
mean?
data. Like you're saying excess deaths were all due to something. Where are you getting those numbers from?
Let me help you. So I brought up this point here. COVID does not have the mechanism to kill a normal human.
What's a normal human?
What's a normal
Yeah,
human?
so
A healthy
Mr.
human.
Slave, you do realize all of these are empirical claims. Do you got any evidence?
Fine. Okay, I'm saying
And you say,
COVID.
of course, anything can kill a dying human.
I mean,
would
this
argue that
statement
humans
is this
were
statement
dying
is
all
valid.
the time.
This argument is valid. It's just I don't know if it's true.
Okay, but let's
defeat it even on
let's
semantics.
No,
right?
I can just get this on semantics alone. What is a
Yeah,
normal
the
human? And of
pandemic
course,
happened
anything can
whether or
kill a
not-
dying human.
No, hold on. The pandemic happened whether or not COVID is even real.
Right. There was a pandemic, a social pandemic. There was a social.
And we called it. What did we call that pandemic?
Yes. If you think that COVID was a social affect, a social phenomenon, then yeah, we don't have a disagreement. But as far as the virus is concerned, the virus didn't kill anyone. The COVID virus never killed anyone in the history of the universe. It cannot.
Great. I would love to see some data on that.
You don't need data. Just tell me how. Tell me, right? If I tell you a knife never killed anyone, you
Are
can
all
show
of your
me-
arguments just going to be, don't worry about the data source, trust me,
Yeah,
bro?
it is.
Because we're just going to go in circles.
And then what he'll do is he'll be like, he'll probably just shift the burden of proof
No,
if
but-
he argues
Okay,
it
but
wrong.
you're
can
not.
Can you
you're not
answer my
letting me-
question?
You're not letting me talk, so it's going to be difficult to go through anything.
Yeah, but if
No.
you're just going to say, don't worry about the evidence, we
I'm
don't
not
need to say
saying.
anything.
I'm not saying don't worry. Okay, listen.
Anything that can be asserted without evidence can be dismissed without evidence.
Okay,
So just
listen.
don't.
Okay, let
No,
me.
I don't want to listen. Slow down.
So if you don't want to listen, I don't know what to say. But
Well, we're only going to listen to evidence, bro. All you're giving us are
Yeah.
valid statements. We
No,
understand that the statement is
no.
valid. Don't get us wrong.
no,
We're
no,
just
no.
I think the
asking for
statement
Yo,
is
Mr.
valid.
Slave.
I think the premise is also flawed with his
Mr.
wording.
Slave.
I mean,
No.
even if we can just steelman it. Let's just steelman
You
it
wanna
and then ask
steelman?
for evidence for P1 and evidence for P2.
You want to steel man? COVID does not have the mechanism to kill anyone.
I
anything can kill
definitely
a dying
don't.
human. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't want to
it's-
steel man that either.
I want to
Let's
give
steelman it,
Mr.
and then
Slave
I'll ask him for
Discord
evidence.
server suggestions.
Wait, what?
Do it.
Mr. Slave, you need more channels. in Discord.
Okay. What about this one? About number 22. The best scientific theory to explain the natural phenomena of Oumuamua is that an artificial artifact of
Can you
technological.
copy paste it? Can you copy paste it to save me the time? Because I'm having a hard time with the Discord server. I barely know how to use it.
Bro forgot his
Sounds
own
like a skill issue.
propositions.
Yeah.
Just
can't
press
even
the
remember them.
create channel button, and then I don't know, post all your bikini women in there or something.
Wait, you want me to have a channel on this server?
Not on this server, in your own server.
I have
More
my own-
channels. You need more. You need more than like what you have. Your server.
No
is
one, but there's no
pointless.
one. I don't have any visitors to my server.
Why do you think that is?
Why do you think that is? There's nothing in here.
I haven't
It's
been
empty.
here. This is the second night I'm streaming after like a 3 months hiatus. I stopped. I had to take a break. So now I'm back, and
Had to take a break from nobody coming into your server and
no,
nobody
we used
talking
to
about it?
have.
Had to take
Anyway,
a break from nothing and nobody even talking to you about it because you have nothing. That's hilarious.
Damn.
He's got bikini women pictures.
Wow.
Anyway.
A lot of them.
Amazing.
okay.
He
So
just doesn't put them on Discord for every. Like you should share them, bro.
all right.
You
So
should
does
share your
anybody-
collection.
All right. So
Actually, do you know
does-
what? I actually agree with this next point he has. Point 23.
Are you gonna copy paste it?
Yeah, I just copy pasted it. It's the you can be vegan and support the COVID jab. since it was tested on animals regardless of people's demand for the jab. Therefore, by getting the jab, you have a zero effect on animals getting tested.
It was tested.
That's actually a pretty nuanced take, bro.
Not really.
Wait, is this correct? 23.
I mean, it's just like
you cannot be.
How?
You
I know I'm gaslighting you. I altered it. That's not what yours is. Yours is the opposite. But that's the counter art.
He doesn't even know what it says.
He doesn't even know. Yeah, so his point 3 is you cannot be vegan to support the COVID jab. It was tested on animals. Yeah, the argument for that is that they would have tested on animals regardless of people's demand. It's inelastic. So even if you buy the product or don't buy the product or get the jab or don't get the jab, the amount of animals tested on will be the same regardless. So by getting the jab, you have a zero effect on animal testing.
Okay, so if I buy a hamburger, so I have zero effect on animals being murdered?
Well, does buying a hamburger have? Oh, wait, does buying a hamburger have a non-zero effect on animals getting tested, killed?
Yes.
Can you demonstrate that?
Can you demonstrate your claim?
Yeah, I
It's
can.
literally supply and demand.
Oh yeah, I actually can. But this is the thing, Mr. Slave. Why should I substantiate any of my claims if you won't substantiate any of yours?
Yeah.
You don't let me talk.
Why can't I just posit any sort of claim and then just gish gallop to another point?
But you guys don't let me talk. You cut me off at the beginning of every sentence. You're many on one. If you want to have a debate, it should be one-on-one to begin with.
You came into the Thunderdome, sir.
Exactly.
That's not in any of your how to debate me section. Or my debate conditions. There's no sort of only one-on-one things. You just say voice chat only, no logical fallacies, no ad hominems, no appeal to authority, and so on.
No logical fallacies?
There
You already employed
or anyone
the
else?
burden of proof logical fallacy. You shifted the burden of proof, so you're already failing to meet your own debate condition.
Yeah.
There should be. I should have. It should be there somewhere that it's only one-on-one. I would
Nope.
have to look for it. If it's not, then I'll add it now. I'll add it after. I'll look for it.
can't
If it's
change
not
And I don't even know why.
now that we're already
I don't even know why you're asking for evidence of my claims. Your debate techniques. You literally say point 3. I will steel man all of your claims. So why are you asking for evidence?
I mean, but
And also, why are you arguing about me interrupting and a lot of people talking? Because point 5, you literally say I will let you speak as much as possible.
Okay, but
100% is as much as possible.
Yeah, exactly. So you shouldn't do
No,
any talking at all, and we can just keep
And
talking.
literally, line 2, you say I want you to win. That is literally what you say.
I do. I want you.
You
to
said
win.
my purpose is not to win. My purpose is to lose.
Correct.
Wait, what?
Well, you're succeeding, my friend.
But what's the definition of losing?
Let's look it up. Let's look up the denotation of losing. Suffering resulting or in relating to defeat in a game or contest.
Mm-mm.
Let me look
No.
at another definition.
No, I think I have
Mr.
my own
Slade.
definition.
That's crazy.
No, on my on my website there is a different definition. I don't know.
Are we
if-
on your website?
What?
Are we on your website?
Um,
That's
Yeah.
what
I
I'm
am.
now?
I'm on his website.
You're on his website? Please
Yeah.
stop.
I'm on his
Just
website.
don't.
There's lots of bikinis on here.
Yeah, there is no there's no definition of losing.
So let
On
me
your,
let
website.
me explain to you what losing is. Losing is
Educate me.
losing for me is changing my mind on a proposition. I would love to have you change my mind on any of my propositions. That means that morning was worth it to wake up on.
Yeah, so you said you'll steel man all of my claims,
Of
so
course.
you should change your mind then. You
Wait.
should just steel man my claim that it is the case that by getting the COVID jab, you have a zero effect on animals getting tested. Steel man that, and I guess concede.
Yeah.
But if I steel man, that doesn't mean I succeed. Steel man just means I'll try to steel man. I'm gonna, of course, try to steel man. I'm not here to win. I'm here to learn, and
Yeah, so
teach.
in the case of like a steak versus like a COVID jab, the difference would be is just one product is inelastic, the other isn't. Steak is inelastic, bends its price and its availability to market demand. They don't make an infinite number of steaks no matter what. COVID jabs are different since they're usually made by government agencies or they'll be made at the request of a government through some sort of contract. And on top of that, there's certain requirements that the jab has to pass to actually be like used into like public spaces for people to be used at like medical centers, etc., or like jab sites. They have to test on animals if that's the country's like current guideline. Obviously, it's not every country that has those guidelines, but some countries do.
Right, but
So whether or not if you, the only way that the COVID jab would actually have a non-zero effect on animals is if you were the only one getting the COVID jab, which isn't the case. And also
Right.
the government pre-orders all of this stuff like months in advance.
Right. So
Like by you getting the COVID jab months later, after it had been tested on animals like 6 months ago, and the reason it was tested on it for animals wasn't because they're selling it for a profit, is because they needed to test it on animals to even get it to market, to sell it in the first place, if they sell it at all, depending on like what kind of healthcare you have.
Mhm.
Means that like even if you get the jab or not, it doesn't change the fact that the animal
let me ask you this.
was tested on.
Let me ask you this.
I might have misheard you, but did you just say beef was inelastic?
No. Sorry, I said it was elastic. I
Oh,
might
okay,
have misspoke that.
Let me-
Yeah, but yeah, beef is elastic. It will change based on what the market demands.
Let me ask
COVID
you-
jabs won't.
Okay, but let me ask you this. I mean, you would agree that as a vegan, it's your responsibility to convince people not to take the jab, so that governments will stop the
No.
whole. Wait, hold on. So governments will stop the whole thing and will not order these medicines and avoid animal testing. Yes or no?
Well, no, by not getting the jab, that doesn't actually change whether or not animal testing gets done at the government.
Let's say it does. Let's assume it does.
Let's
Well,
say
if we assume it
reality isn't
does,
what we say it is.
if we assume hypothetical that's not
Let's
actually
say
true
I'm right.
reality, yeah, that would be the case.
Let's assume that it does.
Let's assume I'm not wrong in this argument.
Okay, so then I agree.
Yeah, so if we assume, then that's not the case, obviously. But that assumption is not well founded.
Okay, but it might be, right? It might be.
No, it literally isn't. It's for the same reason that like a lot of other government like products that like people get through like their healthcare is inelastic.
I mean,
The amount of like chemo drugs made each year is like pretty similar.
But okay, so but in general, you should be, as a vegan, you should be against all animal testing, right?
Well, I know it depends. If like the animal testing is they feed like a rat some salt, then like I don't really give a shit. It's like literally just feeding a rat something that we know isn't deadly.
Wait, but the rat is in a cage. Are you allowed to cage a rat as a vegan?
That's a Gish Gallop to a different point. So when it comes to like animal testing, it'll literally just depend on what the testing is. I think some animal testing is fine. Like if you like give your dog broccoli, you want to test to see if it likes it or not. That's animal testing. I don't think that's bad. It just
Wait,
really depends
are
on the
you-
outcome.
Are you, as a vegan, are you allowed to cage animals?
This is a Gish Gallop to a different point, bro. That's pretty dishonest.
Wait, Gestalt?
Gish Gallop, look it up.
I don't know what that means.
It's a fallacy
like-
that you're not supposed
it's-
to use.
Yeah, so you're jumping to a different point that's not related to the one that we're on.
No, this is the same point. I mean,
No,
is
it's not. It's completely unrelated to the point. It was just an
No.
example, and you're like
No.
critiquing the example, which is
No,
irrelevant.
as
And you're
a
not even
vegan-
critiquing it for the right reason.
No, as a vegan, you're not allowed to cage animals. You cannot ever have testing on animals. Wait, this is exactly
No,
what we're
what?
debating. Wait, what?
No, not necessarily. I literally just explained why it could be the case that you could buy a product that actually was tested on animals and it could still be vegan. Really for the
Together-
fact that by
As a
buying the
vegan-
product,
but as a
you have a
vegan-
non-zero
Animals?
effect on animal testing.
Wait a minute. As a vegan, you
The
cannot.
animals would have been tested regardless. Yeah, so
Wait a
you can
minute.
hold the position. Wait. Let me explain this. You said that you'll let me talk as much as possible, right? So it can be the case that like you want less animal testing and you advocate for less animal testing and buy
No,
products that have a
zero.
non-zero effect that
No,
have had
not
animal testing in.
less. As a vegan, you
Yeah,
should demand
so-
zero.
So wait.
Wait.
Mr.
So do you? Okay, let me explain. Do you know what a zero effect is?
Yeah.
So a zero effect means that there's essentially no effect on animal testing when you buy this product.
You don't create a demand for animal testing when you get the COVID jab. There's a difference between
forget about the
taking
COVID.
something that has.
Forget
Shut the fuck up.
No, wait,
Shut the
hold
fuck
on.
up. Shut the fuck up. Listen. You need to understand something. Advil has been tested on animals in the past, like 100 years ago, right? We don't need to test Advil on animals anymore because it's past human trials. The FDA certified it. It doesn't. We don't need to test it at all. We already know that Advil is safe. We've known that for hundreds of years. So vegans can take Advil, and when they take Advil, the company doesn't do any more tests on animals. It's the same thing with the COVID vaccine. They did tests on animals for mRNA research, and then once that was done, the COVID vaccine was developed. They didn't have to do any further animal testing. They just shipped out the vaccines to everyone at that point.
So even then, I think you guys are skipping a very key part here. Is let's just grant that, like, just for this scenario, that animal testing is still going on with the COVID vaccine. It's not, but let's say it is.
Exactly.
Let's say it is.
Exactly.
You know, you're not creating a demand, because even if you don't take the COVID vaccine, there still will be, hypothetical, you have 10 rabbits. In a food store, if you don't buy meat, you save 1 rabbit. When it comes to animal testing, they will still test those 10 rabbits, even if you take it or doesn't take it. There is no demand on animal testing when it comes to like medicine. That's like the tricky part when it
Because
comes
the problem
to medicine.
isn't, yeah, exactly. The problem isn't economic; it's legislative. And the reason it's legislative is because there's regulatory requirements to get these things, even to legally sell them. They have to test them on animals.
Okay, but but
So the company will test on animals regardless. This isn't always the case. And do you know why this isn't actually always the case? Because pushes from animal rights organizations to actually get rid of animal testing. 1, because it's cruel to animals, and 2, because it's not very effective at all.
Wait, so are
This is why the FDA only uses human trials.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna go with the argument that it's creating a demand and you can't, you can be vegan and still take any animal tested medicine because you're not creating a demand. It's literally forced. They have to do it. The 10 rabbits.
Yeah, if you're in a country where they don't have to do it, then I would say, yeah, you're creating demand in that sense.
Wait, but as vegans, shouldn't you create a movement to stop using
Yes, we have, bro.
medicine based on animal testing?
Mr. Slade, bro, I can tell you, I've gotten several people on the server that I've met in person to sign letters to the interior minister to literally get rid of animal testing in my state.
So you had, or you still, or I don't know, you have a chance with COVID since it's such a high profile jab. You had the
COVID
chance
was getting
to
tested regardless. It's a regulatory requirement.
Yeah, so it's not like a low chance; it's a 0 chance. They tested it like anyway.
You could have made a huge impact by, if all the vegans would have refused the jab, this would have created an incredible
1% of the population.
Wait, even if you take, let's say there is 50% of the population that is vegan, and you say no, we're not going to take the vaccine because it's animal tested. They still would have tested it on animals. That's the problem.
Also, if
it still would have been as many.
Jab, it's because it's already created. We can't refuse it.
But you
ahead
don't
of
know
time.
that. You don't know that, and you can change.
No, I'm saying, yeah, but Mr. Slade,
how is this
even if
different than fighting against steaks?
Yeah. So I'll tell you.
We literally explained why. We explained how the demand for COVID jabs is inelastic.
Yeah,
like they will produce the same amount of animal testing to bring COVID jabs to market, regardless of whether we buy them or not. So when we buy them, we're not increasing the number of animals being tested.
You don't know that.
What?
You don't know
yes,
that.
we do.
Do you know how laws work?
It's literally the process.
You can change the law. It's your responsibility.
Yeah. What do you think we're doing? What do you think we're doing when we send letters? Yeah, what do you think we're doing when we send letters into politicians that literally are in these legislative bodies? That's literally what we're doing.
So you should refuse to get the jab.
No, refusing the jab doesn't change the legislation. The legislation is what causes the animal testing, not our demand.
Again, we already said demand does not impact the animal.
Of course, if you refuse the jab, it will have an impact.
Wait,
no, it won't. All it will do is just put you at higher risk for getting it.
No, wait, I'll explain it to you.
Maybe it will have an impact. As a vegan, it's your responsibility to fight for animal freedom and to not get the jab.
Listen, I
You
worked with
betrayed the
scientists.
animals.
Just calm down. I know you're itching for a fucking debate with vegans, right? Like, I don't have a problem. I'll just explain it to you and then you can continue. I worked with many scientists during the COVID vaccine, for the COVID vaccine, when I was as a secretary. Did not take any part of it, right? But I was close. I am telling you, if you have 10 rabbits, 10, just imagine 10 rabbits, and you eat food, you go to the grocery store, and now you have those 10 rabbits and you have 10 people, and 10 people are saying, hey, I'm going to buy that meat. There will be 10 rabbits killed. If one person says, I'm not going to buy a rabbit, that means only 9 rabbits have been bought and killed. The one rabbit didn't get killed because you didn't buy it. That's how supply and demand works when it comes to grocery, when it comes to medicine. If you have 10 rabbits and 10 people, and 5 of those people refuse to take the COVID vaccine because they had been tested on animals, the 10 rabbits will still be tested on animals. Like, the 10 rabbits will still be killed and be tested on, because when it comes to medicine, they don't follow supply and demand. Everyone in the world can refuse the COVID vaccine. They will still test it on animals. That's how it works.
Okay, we've been through this. It's your responsibility to fight against this for the animal freedom.
Yeah, and we do argue against animal testing, but you can pretend that it's not the case, but you're just denying reality at this
No,
point.
you should not
do you
be taking
concede?
the jab. You should not take the COVID jab or any medicine. You should
Do you
refuse
agree
to
that
take
me
any
taking it or not taking it has no impact on animal testing?
Of course I disagree. Everything has an impact on everything.
Based on what?
The butterfly effect. Everything in this universe has some effect on everything else.
Well,
Okay,
did
can you,
you really
oh,
just say
wait.
butterfly
Okay,
effect
then
or
I'll
not?
just ask this. Can you demonstrate the non-inelasticity of cholesterolic medication?
I don't have to demonstrate the
You do. There's very few products that have inelastic supply, meaning they'll make the same amount regardless of what we do.
I'm not even talking about
Cholesterolic medication is one of the
I'm not
few.
even talking about the elasticity of medicine. I'm talking about you have the responsibility to the freedom of the animals. You have to say, I'm not taking any medicine as a movement, as a powerful movement. You should stop the traffic.
So, Mr. Slave, how will that change? So, Mr. Slave, how will me not taking the COVID jab 6 months after it was tested on animals stop it being tested on those animals 6 months ago?
I'm not saying just the COVID jab. I'm saying any
Vegans aren't
medicine.
time travelers. I just want to get that out there.
Any medicine. You vegan.
Okay, so Mr. Slave, explain to me how me refusing the COVID jab will encourage the government to not do animal testing when next time there's
you should refuse you as a vegan.
Yeah, so Mr. Slave, can you explain to me? Oh, wait, Mr. Slave, do you at least agree that by not buying it, we don't have an economic effect on increasing the number of animals tested? We might have like a social effect. We can argue that.
You should use your terroristic tactics against animal testing.
So, Mr. Slave, Mr. Slave, do you agree or disagree that in terms of just an economic effect, that by buying like a COVID jab, right, that you have a zero effect on animal testing? Purely just the economic side.
No, I think it has an effect. There's no such
can
thing
you
as
demonstrate there's an economic effect?
I mean, there's no such thing as zero elasticity. There is
No. So elasticity. No. I'm not talking about absolute inelasticity, right? Or I mean, I guess I technically could be discussion, but
so there's no absolutes. So there is no absolute.
No, there is. In economics, there are certain products that are perfectly inelastic.
Give me an example.
Cholesterolic medication.
Okay, I mean, I disagree. Here, nothing can be. I don't need even an example. Nothing can be absolute in this universe, right? Everything. Oh, there's
wait. Do you think true dichotomies don't exist?
Correct. I mean, incorrect. I mean, I agree that nothing true. There is nothing true or false. There's only in between. I'm an ultimate skeptic. I'm an infinite
Wait, so
skeptic.
are you even skeptical of the laws of logic?
Yes, I'm skeptical of the laws of logic, of course.
Which ones? All of them, or
yes.
some in particular?
Everything. I'm skeptical of everything. I'm an infinite skeptic. The
So
answer
you're
to everything
skeptical
is
of
always I'm
contradiction.
skeptical. What?
So you're skeptical of contradictions being impossible.
Correct. I'm skeptical of everything.
Well, I think there's just no reason to have a discussion then if you're skeptical of like even logic.
Why skeptical?
Because I can't reason with someone that's skeptical of reasoning.
No, I'm capable of.
That point would make sense to anyone that's a non-skeptic. So
No,
of
I'm
course
just
it
not-
won't make sense
I'm
to
just
you.
not-
Go ahead
I
and
just-
babble.
No, I'm just. There are no absolutes. I'm always. Everything for me is a probability between 0 and 1. It's never 0. It's never 1. It's always between 0 and 1. That's all it means to be an infinite skeptic.
No,
just
it doesn't.
So that's how I see the universe. I'm an infinite skeptic. That's just I'm just a scientist, right? I'm always skeptical. of
Yeah,
everything.
so I would not describe this position as infinite skepticism. I would just describe it as like delusion, because you think that certain things are true of reality that just aren't, and you don't have any evidence to substantiate them at all. And I don't mean like, oh, your evidence that you have is weak or poor or like non-scientific. I mean, you literally have not presented a single shred of evidence. All you've given is valid argumentation. I don't really care that the argumentation is valid. I'm more concerned whether or not the prepositions that comprise it are sound.
What's the question? I mean, I don't understand. What don't you understand, or what do you disagree? I mean, I'm just a scientist. I just present
Yes,
you.
sir. I'm asking for evidence that by getting a COVID jab, I have a non-zero effect on animal testing.
So, I mean, we've been through this. I don't have to, but I did that already, and I said, fine, use terrorism. I mean, even let's assume.
Yes, so Mr. Slave, I'm just gonna believe you now. So, can you present evidence that by getting the COVID jab, I have a non-zero effect on animal testing?
No, I don't have evidence. What? Okay, what would you?
Okay, cool.
consider
So I'm going to
evidence?
dismiss that claim. I'm
What
going to
would
dismiss
you-
that claim without evidence.
What would you consider evidence?
Anything that fits the scientific hierarchy of evidence, case reports, studies, economic, studies. That would be great.
I mean, if
even like regulatory requirements or any one country
No.
deciding to get rid of animal testing.
There is actually one funny thing which might just, I hope you understand this. I think it was the Philippines or someone that did this during the Spanish flu, where they tested like millions of animals on animal testing, and there was a large group of like, I think it was an island that refused to take it. So what the government, I don't remember the country, I can find the article, what the country ended up doing, because those people refused to take it, because they had to spend so much money shipping everything and use specific animals from that area and etc. What ended up happening was they had to test on more animals. So you can make the argument, by not taking the COVID jab, you're actually like
Yeah, I've
making
heard
more
that argument.
animals.
I've heard that argument from Avi before, because like sometimes because like the market, or not the market, but like people that like the companies that will make these COVID jabs will be a bit confused why they aren't as popular as they should be, and there's a ton of like quote unquote anti-vaxxers.
Yes.
And the main conclusions that they'll reach are that like, oh, people think it's unsafe. Why do people think it's unsafe? What are our testing methods to show that it's safe? Oh, animal testing. So let's do more animal testing to show that it's safe.
Exactly.
So everyone.
Yeah. So you actually, by you saying that we shouldn't take the COVID vaccine,
you run the risk of them actually testing it more on animals to try and market it to you.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
the
we
best
should-
the,
we
the best
should.
the best method to get rid of animal testing is to just honestly show the data of how poor it is. Actually, animal testing is actually quite poor in the scientific field for getting results in humans. Computer models
only
and
thing-
cell cultures have been much better at it for like decades. And
only
if you
thing
just
that's
send
like-
letters into politicians to ask them to change the bill, you have a good shot at doing it. I mean, I went to Vegan Expo in Brisbane like earlier this year, and I was there with Venus and a ton of other people that are in the server. And we went around to all the charities, and we went to this one nonprofit that specifically, that's their one focus, their single issue nonprofit. Their single focus is getting rid of animal testing in Australia. And so what we did is they had these typed out cards, and you essentially just sign it at the bottom, and then you put your like some of your details on it, and you just send it in. That's all you do. And we did like 4 or 5 of those each. So we like sent in a ton of letters to different agencies and different ministers and different review boards, essentially to like basically say that, hey, there's public support for getting rid of animal testing. There's also scientific support to get rid of it as well, and there's also an ethical concern to get rid of it too. That is how you get rid of it.
I don't understand.
By not buying it, you don't get rid of it because they don't see any reason to.
I don't understand why you object to my position. As a vegan, you should embrace not taking any medicine that was tested on animals.
But no, okay, so Mr. Slade, I'll explain.
Interacting with what he's saying. You're just
So I'll just clarify this for Mr. Slade in case he's confused. Mr. Slade, vegans only care about one thing: having a 0 effect on animal like slaughter and like testing and shit like that, right?
Okay.
If you can prove, like, no, Mr. Slade, if you can prove by not taking it, we actually like decrease the number of animals tested, we'll not take it.
You're not engaging.
But you can't do that. You instead you can't do that.
You're not engaged. I said you should refuse to take any medicine, any medicine, any
but we just
medicine.
But we just told you.
From now
wait,
on.
we just told you.
From now on.
But no, that is not true.
You should refuse to take any medicine that was
any medicine.
But dude.
No, Yataro, you must refuse to take any medicine.
We just told you, by not taking that medicine, the companies will do more animal testing. I'll find you the facts. Yeah, here, I'll find you.
Right, as a vegan, you refuse to eat.
Oh no! As an absolute skeptic, there's a probability that it actually does make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as a vegan, we're concerned about having a like more than 0 impact on animals. Like if so maybe a good example of this is how Americans used Nazi scientists post World War II to, essentially run their moon program. Von Braun literally ran that shit, bro. Like that's even one of your debate propositions, right? So I know you agree with it. Like post World War II, all these Nazi scientists had great information and great knowledge on building rockets. The way they got that information was by working a ton of Jewish people to death. So the way they achieved it was pretty horrible. But after the fact, they already had that information. So when the allies came up and scooped them up and shipped them off to NASA, and they started building rockets, they were using all of that Nazi like knowledge of how to build rockets that they acquired from killing Jewish people. Now, by them using that knowledge at NASA, they didn't actually kill any more Jewish people. In fact, Jewish population started to increase in America afterward. So if anything, they had a non-zero effect on Jewish deaths, but they were using Nazi science to build these rockets.
Okay, I gotta go.
It is the exact same thing.
Let me just make
these companies will test on animals no matter what we do. The only way we will make them to stop testing on animals is if we make it illegal to test on animals.
So
that is it.
This is here. Look visit text. Wait. Look visit text. Yeah, look visit text. There it is. Government regulations in many countries requires toxicity testing on animal as a condition for the importation or sale of pesticides.
Let me just
they
make
have
my concluding. Can I just give me one sentence concluding remarks? Look, the point is, I enjoyed the discussion. I heard your points of view. You heard mine. It's recorded. It was an interesting discussion. It was a deep discussion. I enjoyed it. I can't say that.
Your perspective?
I've not changed my perspective. As far as I remember, I'm coming out the way I came in. Maybe you were the same. So that's what?
Thanks for sharing all of your evidence with us.
Wait, I'd like to have my closing statement.
Go ahead.
And I'll be quoting a lot of your website here, Slave. You said that you want to lose all your debates. You said you want to lose all of your debates.
Yes.
And you're going into this to lose this debate. So yes. I would say that you lost this debate. We won this debate and you lost.
I did not change my mind.
But the reason you didn't change your mind is you mentioned on that before. If somebody loses a debate and they don't change their mind, they're a liar. So you saying you didn't change your mind just means that you're a liar. So that's it, bro. You're just a liar of your own admission.
I'm not. I don't feel I lost. Fine, I don't feel I lost the debate. Honestly.
Wait. So you came. Wait. So you came into. Wait. So you came into the debate not trying to lose. That's against your debate condition.
I'm trying to lose. I'm tried to steal man.
So did you lie about trying to come into the debate to lose, or did you lie about having your mind changed? Which is it?
I want to lose. Of course I want to lose. Otherwise
Okay,
it's
cool. So then
boring.
you're a liar about saying that your mind hasn't changed.
My mind hasn't changed. I haven't lost. I wish I
Okay,
lost.
okay, so if you haven't lost, then you didn't go into the debate trying to lose.
I tried, but I failed.
No, you didn't fail, bro. You
I
also
did.
said that you will lose the debate as well.
What?
So if you failed to lose the debate, then that means that you lied about trying to go into the debate and
No,
This
trying
is
to
so
tried and
useless.
I tried and failed.
Yeah,
What's difficult?
just go, dude. Just go. Like,
just go. All right, nice. How many
Just
people do you have on your stream right now?
I think 0. I don't know. They gave up. I don't know. I'm gonna. All right, guys.
Stop,
Thank you.
bro.
I'm sorry, that was
Great
mean.
night.
But like, I don't give a fuck. See ya.
It's okay.
You're weird.
Bye. All right. So that was. Oh, we lost J-Rock. J-Rock. Hey, Joyce. J-Rock, where'd you go? Where'd you go, J-Rock? I'm happy. Okay, that was good. That was good. That was interesting. All right, let's read some comments. Let's go from last. All right. So, Dr. Box, is anyone interested in evidence? Seems pointless to debate without it. But this is like from 11:09. Oh my God, this is from half an hour ago. So there's literally no one here with me. J-Rock says, hey, Joey. Okay. And Joey says, where have you been, Mr. Slave? Well, who's Joey? And Trauma, you shouldn't have said you were on stream. I guess, yeah, I guess it's just in general, I should stop saying that. What is WSG? You're on Discord. All right, that's it. So that's it. No one is here. Okay, it was a good stream. An hour plus. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for being a part of this beautiful stream. Have a good night. Bye bye.